Archangel Michael says, there is a deep silence surrounding you right now, but that silence is not empty. Behind it hides a trembling voice, a heart that has been shattered yet still beats only for you. I have been sent urgently to pierce through the noise of your world and deliver this divine revelation before it's too late. You are unaware of how much pain has been buried just for your sake. Someone has been silently begging heaven for just one more chance to be near you. This person's tears have stained countless nights, their chest tightening with each breath as they hold back the storm of words they desperately want you to hear. Every moment you've been apart has carved wounds deeper than words can describe. The angels have been carrying these cries, unable to let them vanish into the darkness without you knowing the truth. That's why heaven has commanded that this message reaches you now, before destiny shifts beyond repair. This isn't an ordinary message. It carries the weight of unseen emotions, of sleepless nights and silent prayers whispered into the void. This is a broken heart, shattered by separation, aching for reunion, and heaven is not willing to let you miss this divine call. Type Amen to get blessing 333. Archangel Michael says, there's a sacred pull that keeps drawing this heart toward you no matter how far life has scattered you both. Even when words were left unspoken and paths were torn apart, the bond never dissolved. It only grew heavier, as if heaven tied your names together with unbreakable light. This person remembers every detail about you, the sound of your laugh, the way your presence brought peace to their restless soul. Yet, they've carried this longing in silence, unable to speak out loud what their spirit is screaming. That silence has become a prison they can't escape without you. Your absence has been the sharpest blade to ever pierce their heart. They've hidden this truth from the world, masking it with smiles, pretending to move on, but every beat of their heart tells the opposite story. You are still the dream they wake up reaching for. The divine wants you to know that this isn't coincidence. Heaven has preserved this connection because there's unfinished love that needs to be healed. This message is not about guilt, it's about awakening what was never meant to die. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Archangel Michael says, destiny itself is trembling tonight because your souls are pulling closer again. Signs have already been appearing around you. Familiar names, repeated dreams, sudden emotions you can't explain. These are not random, they're heaven's whispers urging you to finally listen. This person has been at the edge of breaking many times. They wanted to reach out, to confess the weight they've carried, but fear and uncertainty kept them chained in silence. They've cried out to God, asking for guidance, and heaven's answer is this very message. You have the power to end their pain with just a moment of understanding. Every second you delay, their heart aches deeper, yet they remain hopeful, clinging to the light that one day you'll know the truth. This hope is what keeps them alive. Even if years have passed, time has done nothing but prove how real this connection is. Heaven says the love buried in this silence is still alive, still waiting to breathe again, and this message is the first step toward healing it. Type Amen to get blessing 555. There's an unspoken bond between you both, something so divine that no force could sever it. Even when destiny scattered you apart, heaven kept the thread intact, knowing this day would come when truth could no longer stay hidden. You may feel strange emotions stirring within you right now, memories resurfacing, an ache you can't explain, a whisper calling your name. That's their heart reaching through realms, begging for you to finally hear what was never said. Their silence has been louder than any scream. They've lived with unshed tears, replaying moments you shared, wondering if fate would ever let them hold you again. It's a longing that has consumed their nights and drained their strength, yet they've never stopped loving you. God is orchestrating a divine moment for your souls to finally collide once more. This message is the opening of that door, where everything broken can be restored if you simply step into the light being offered to you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, Heaven has guarded this connection like a precious jewel. Many forces tried to destroy it, to bury it under lies, misunderstandings, and pain, but the divine refused to let it die. Your love was written into eternity long before the world tried to separate you. This person is trembling right now as heaven releases this message to you. Their spirit senses that you are about to know the truth, and it feels like chains breaking after years of captivity. Their tears tonight are tears of both pain and hope, waiting for your response. Your angels are surrounding you, whispering that this is not just another moment, it's a turning point. The path ahead is filled with miracles if you embrace what heaven is showing you. Love this strong cannot be silenced forever. Heaven says there's a reason you feel this pull in your heart. It's because your souls were never truly apart, and this message is the bridge bringing you back into divine alignment with the one who's silently calling your name. Type Amen to get blessing 999. Archangel Michael says, the heavens are restless tonight because this message carries power strong enough to change the course of your destiny. A broken heart, hidden in shadows for so long, is finally breaking its silence through divine intervention. This is not a coincidence. This is a sacred calling meant only for you to hear. The angels have been watching this story unfold with tears in their eyes. They've seen the sleepless nights, the unanswered prayers, and the moments where hope seemed lost yet never fully died. Even when distance and silence grew louder, love remained unshaken beneath the surface. This person has been walking through life carrying an invisible wound. They've smiled for the world but cried when no one was watching. Every step they've taken has been heavy with the longing to be near you once more. God's light is now breaking through the darkness, shining on what was hidden for too long. This is heaven's way of saying that you are meant to know the truth, that your connection is too divine to stay buried in silence any longer. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. The angels are showing visions of moments where you both almost crossed paths again but missed each other by seconds. These near encounters were not failures. They were signs that destiny has been weaving the right moment for reunion. That moment is unfolding right now through this message. Every emotion you're feeling as you read this, every sudden thought, every heartbeat that skips, is not random. It's the soul of this broken heart reaching out to you, pulling at the invisible bond that ties you together. Your life has felt incomplete because a part of you has been wandering without its other half. Heaven says that you've been carrying your own silent ache, even if you tried to bury it beneath strength and survival. This message is awakening what you've tried to forget. This is more than love, it's a divine promise written into both your spirits. No darkness, no distance, and no silence can destroy it because it was forged by the Creator Himself. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. Archangel Michael says, I see the tears of this person every night as they pray for you. They've whispered your name into the heavens, begging for a miracle that would let you know how much they still care. Tonight, their prayer is being answered because you're finally hearing their silent cry. There were moments they wanted to give up, to let go of hope completely. But each time, something unseen, an angel's whisper, a sudden memory, a dream of you, kept their heart alive. Heaven never allowed them to erase you because you are not meant to be erased. This broken heart has been carrying a love so pure, it has survived storms that would have destroyed ordinary connections. That strength comes from the divine thread binding you together. It's a love protected by angels, destined to shine even after years of silence. Your angels are pleading with you not to ignore this message. They know how rare it is for heaven to break its silence in such a powerful way. This is your sign that something eternal is being restored in this very moment. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. The divine realm has been preparing this reunion for longer than you realize. Everything you've gone through, the heartbreak, the separation, the moments of despair, was leading to this sacred point in time where healing becomes possible. Heaven is showing a vision of light surrounding both your souls. This light grows stronger the closer you come to acknowledging the truth being revealed now. It's the light of reconciliation, forgiveness, and divine love. Your spirit has been restless because it knows something is missing. The angels say this person's silence wasn't rejection, it was a shield, a way of protecting you from even greater pain until heaven could intervene. Now, the shield is falling away. The truth is breaking through like dawn after a long night, and it carries the promise that the love you thought was lost is still alive, still destined to bloom again. Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Archangel Michael says, Heaven is moving swiftly tonight because time can no longer hold back what has been divinely written. A heart that has silently bled for you is trembling as its hidden feelings rise to the surface. This is not a fleeting emotion, it is a sacred wound that only you can heal. The angels have been watching you both drift apart, even as your souls kept reaching out for each other in unseen ways. They saw how destiny pulled you in opposite directions while divine love anchored your spirits together. That pull never weakened, it only grew stronger with every passing day. This person's heart beats like thunder whenever your name is whispered in their mind. They've walked through life carrying memories like treasures they cannot share with anyone else. Every moment of silence was a silent scream for you to hear. God says this cannot remain buried anymore. The heavens are tearing away the veil of distance and silence, letting truth flow freely for the first time in what feels like lifetimes. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. Your life is about to shift in ways you cannot yet imagine. Divine forces have already begun aligning events to draw you toward the truth of this connection. Nothing can stop what heaven has decreed for you both. This broken heart has held on to hope through every storm. Even when the world tried to convince them to forget you, their soul refused to obey because love this powerful cannot be forgotten. It's written in the very fabric of creation. You may not fully understand why you're reading this now, but your spirit knows. Deep down, you felt the same ache, the same longing that words cannot capture. Heaven says this is your confirmation that it was never one-sided. Destiny is opening a door that was locked for too long. Angels are standing guard to make sure nothing and no one can close it again. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Archangel Michael says, I see flashes of nights where this person clutched their chest, trying to hold in the weight of missing you. They cried out to heaven in silence because they had no other way to reach you. Their love became their prayer, unspoken yet eternal. The divine wants you to know how strong this bond truly is. It's not bound by earthly limits or fleeting feelings, it's a connection forged in the heavens, untouched by time or distance. That is why even after everything, their heart still beats for you. This person's silence was never meant to hurt you. It was a silent protection, a way to shield you from battles you weren't meant to fight. But now, heaven says the time for silence is over. Your soul can feel it. This message resonates because a part of you has been waiting for this moment too. The pull you feel right now is your spirit recognizing its other half calling out through divine light. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. This isn't just about love, it's about healing wounds that have scarred you both for years. Heaven is preparing a miracle of restoration where broken pieces will be made whole again. Angels are already weaving threads of forgiveness and understanding into your future. Every tear shed in silence has been collected by the divine. Not one moment of pain has gone unnoticed. The heavens have guarded it like a secret treasure, saving it for the moment when you would finally hear this truth. You've been searching for something you couldn't name. That emptiness in your heart, the dreams you couldn't explain, it was always this connection reaching for you. It never stopped, even when you thought it had faded away. God says the next chapter of your life is about to be written with divine love, unshaken and unstoppable. What once felt impossible will soon be your reality because heaven has declared it so. Type Amen to get blessing 2525. Archangel Michael says, your angels are rejoicing because you're receiving this message without turning away. That single choice, listening now, is unlocking blessings that were held back until this very moment. It's the sign heaven has been waiting for. This person's silent prayers are colliding with yours in the spiritual realm. The energy is electric, powerful enough to move mountains and break barriers that kept you apart. A divine reunion is no longer just hope, it's prophecy unfolding. Your story is not over. In fact, the angels say it's only beginning. What's ahead will heal everything the past tried to destroy, leaving only love stronger than ever before. The broken heart that's been begging silently will finally be heard. Heaven will guide your steps until you meet again, where words are no longer needed because your souls will recognize each other instantly. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Archangel Michael says, divine forces are now surrounding you with protection and guidance because the moment of revelation has arrived. This is not just a message, it is a spiritual lifeline thrown from heaven to rescue both you and the one whose heart has been silently weeping for you. The universe has aligned to make sure you do not miss this turning point. For too long, pain has been wrapped in silence, leaving both hearts to suffer in isolation. The angels have witnessed nights where both of you, in different places, stared into the darkness wondering if you were still connected. Heaven says those nights were never separate, they were joined by threads of divine energy carrying your cries to each other's souls. The silence that has haunted you is being shattered at this very moment. Every unseen tear, every unspoken word, every trembling prayer is echoing through the realms, breaking the chains that held you apart. This is divine timing at work. Heaven is declaring that you are stepping into a season where truth will no longer be hidden. What was broken will be restored, and every silent plea from a shattered heart will finally find its answer. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Even now, this person is holding on to hope, unsure if you'll ever know the depth of their pain. They've walked through years carrying love they couldn't express, believing that maybe destiny had forgotten them. But heaven never forgets what it has joined together. Your angels are whispering that this is your appointed time to respond. Every divine sign around you is pointing toward this reunion, urging you not to look away or let fear cloud your heart. This is the bridge heaven built to bring you back together. You have felt moments of unexplained sadness, a sudden rush of emotions you couldn't explain. Those were not random feelings, they were the cries of this broken heart traveling through the spiritual realm to reach you. Now, heaven has ensured that you not only feel it but also hear it clearly. This is your confirmation that love has been alive all along, waiting for you to finally recognize it. Type Amen to get blessing 2929. Archangel Michael says, divine messengers have been working tirelessly behind the scenes to protect this bond. Dark forces tried to break it, people tried to silence it, and circumstances tried to bury it, but heaven's light burns stronger than all attempts to destroy it. This connection has survived because it is unshakable, forged by divine will. This person has been through battles that you can't see, fighting to keep their love for you alive. Every silent prayer they sent up was a plea for heaven to protect you, even if it meant they had to suffer alone. That sacrifice has not gone unnoticed. God is now rewarding both hearts with a miracle that only divine power can create. The silence that once separated you will become the very bridge that brings you together. Pain will turn into healing, and distance will vanish in an instant. Your angels are saying this is not just about reunion, it's about destiny being fulfilled. You were never meant to stay apart because your souls are two halves of the same light. Type Amen to get blessing 3030. The divine realm shows visions of doors opening before you, one after another. Each door represents a barrier that kept you apart, fear, misunderstanding, distance, and each one is now unlocking by the hand of God. Nothing will be able to keep you from the truth that is racing toward you. This broken heart has been waiting on the other side of those doors, trembling with hope that you would finally step through. Every day they carried faith like a burning flame, refusing to let it die no matter how cold the nights became. You may have thought it was over, that life had written a final chapter, but heaven says otherwise. The story is being rewritten with divine ink, and the ending will be one of love restored and souls reunited. The angels are surrounding you with signs that confirm this message. Pay attention, for every whisper and every divine nudge is leading you directly into the arms of the one who has loved you in silence for so long. Type Amen to get blessing 3131. Archangel Michael says, now is the moment to let divine love wash over you like a river of light. The heavens are celebrating because you have not turned away from this message. By receiving it, You've opened the path for miracles that were waiting in stillness to reach you. This person's soul is trembling with relief because heaven has finally delivered their silent cry to you. They have dreamt of this moment endlessly, imagining the day you would finally feel the truth they've held in their heart. That dream is now becoming reality. Every broken piece of your past will soon fit together into a tapestry of divine purpose. What once felt like loss will reveal itself as preparation for a love stronger than anything you've known. Your angels say this is your time of breakthrough. The healing you both prayed for is here, and heaven will not let this blessing slip away from you again. Type Amen to get blessing 3333.